Our theme for this week is
food advertisement.
So with this week's prompt being food advertisement and a photo prompt, we've decided to photograph some macarons. So we're going to head out and we're going to get just some cheap macarons and going to see what we can do with it.
Okay, so for the food ad, we are thinking of doing an advertisement for like a milkshake or something. My dad's secret ingredient. Nah, I don't know.
It's not even a secret ingredient. He's just really good at making milkshakes somehow.
So we're thinking of doing the milkshake and putting that in the frame in the center, and then having a solid background. And then in the post, I want to try and figure out how I can add some illustrations and maybe some text on the top to really make it look more advertisement-like. So that's our idea.
Simple, but
I think it could work.
yeah.
So I only shot 2 videos for the vlog this week. Both of the same thing. And I'm only just realizing this now. Yep.
Okay, so you could do this would be like those ones, like vanilla, or you could do it with a caramel and like milk chocolate. These look like pistachio ones, which could be kind of cool. You could do one like this, which to be honest then you would want 10. That one's broken on top, but underneath is fine, so let's do that. That one looks good.
That's fine.
Yep, that one looks good.
I don't know why I needed that.
Alright, so we're just about to start making our milkshake.
Out of
our milkshake, our fake
shaving
milkshake.
foam.
Yeah. So we kind of googled a few like photography hacks and stuff, because obviously when you're trying to, like, when you make a milkshake and stuff, it will melt over time, and we can't just like take the photo that quick. We need to be able to set up everything properly. So we looked up a few hacks online, and we found a few different ways that will hopefully work in making the milkshake like look like a milkshake, but it's not actually going to be a milkshake. So we'll show you those as we're doing them. Trial and error. Right, so here is our plan. We have all of these random bits and pieces, and we are going to turn it into a milkshake somehow.
Looking like a milkshake, it won't taste like it at all.
It'll look like a milkshake, hopefully.
Yesterday we went out and we bought macarons, and they were pretty cheap ones, so now we're trying to come up with some ideas to make them look a little bit nicer. So we've got some icing sugar here, and I'm going to drizzle some icing sugar along just a few of them to add a little bit more interest to the overall shot.
Does that work, Kat?
Nope, I took it off. We are ditching the icing idea. So at the moment I'm just deshelling some of the pistachios so that we can use the actual nut part to scatter around the macarons. We're thinking of crushing or cutting these up as well. They should look pretty good against the black, and then there's a macaron. So I think that's pretty cool. Could even stick some icing there and put crushed pistachios all in the middle if we want extra texture on the side. These shells are kind of cool too. I don't know if we'll use them or not, but they match the vanilla pistachios. They match the vanilla macarons. have this sage linen fabric that will be a really nice texture. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to try and distress these edges first. So I'm going to have to spend like 5 minutes just trying to pick away at some of these
edges?
Yes. So because the background is so smooth as well as the macarons, we really want to add a lot of texture, like we mentioned earlier with the pistachios. So I have the linen that I also showed before, but I'm just trying to crush it to add more creases to the fabric. And then we're going to lay that in the middle and start placing things.
I thought that would happen. It just
Probably could have just made a real milkshake. Now we're kind of just making up stuff
we're not sure what to
as
do.
we go. So trying to figure out how to make the cream look like good whipped cream.
Yeah. I thought get the star-shaped nozzle, feed it through this thing.
Do it.
Yeah. I'm not a cake artist. What the flip?
That worked.
It grew so much.
Oh yeah, shaving cream does do that.
What the heck?
Like, look at how creamy that looks. Oh yeah.
We just swapped out to the macro lens. We needed to push in a little bit more because the other lens wasn't long enough, the focal length wasn't long enough, so we've gone to the 105 macro, and now we're just taking a few close-up detail shots, and they're looking pretty cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I think it's all about just playing around until you find something you like. We knew roughly what we wanted to do, but it wasn't until we actually started playing with it that you kind of just figure it out as you go. Like, I'm glad that we added the nuts around. I feel like it makes it look less like a Coles macaron and more of a like fancy.
This isn't a Coles macaron.
Yeah, it is.
Shoot's done.
Yep, finally get to eat it. Yes, it tastes good.
So our idea last night didn't really work. We tried editing it a little bit, and it just didn't really come together. So we're actually gonna try something completely different today, just so we actually have like some sort of photo to be able to show everybody at the end of the day. It's a bit of a flop week, I think. We've had a really busy week, and last night didn't really work, and we've got to kind of have it done today.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna edit it and take the photo today, and if I don't get it done today,
yeah.
you just holding it like that. And a nice photo of the video. Something like that.
Happy? It is looking a lot better.
It's looking heaps better. I actually really like the first one. So this is what it kind of came out like straight from the camera, and we've edited it, and it's kind of looking a bit more. I've tried to make it look like a pomegranate.
It looks like a blood orange.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Pomegranate. I'm wrong. Blood orange is what I meant. And then we've also got one where it's still the orange and the lemons. So I'm feeling a lot better about this now.
All right, welcome everybody. Finally, it is all of us in one room together. I hope that this all looks really good for you. It's episode 8. This week was Ethan and Kyla, and they gave us the prompt of food advertisement. And so why don't we just get started instead of standing on ceremony? And I think we're going to start with Cat and Harry. I was going to say Hat and Carry. Hat and Carry. But I didn't. I saved it. So Cat and Harry, let's have a look at what your photo you've come up with.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. Well, we were pretty excited about this one. We liked, I think photo weeks for us are usually one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like that's one of our strengths. I guess Kat and I had a bit of a hard time. We didn't have a hard time with our concept, but we had a really hard time
With
deciding
the
what
vibe
style we
and the
wanted
style.
to shoot in.
So we were like, do we go light and airy or do we go dark and moody? And neither of those are wrong. It's just trying to decide what we actually wanted to do. And
Yeah, so without further ado,
Let's have a look. This is exciting.
This is.
It's stuffed.
They look
That's
awesome.
sick.
Alright, I'm out of here. That's so good.
That looks awesome.
Literally
So-
every time. That could be in a magazine.
Oh, legit
That's so good. How'd you...
this is with our new macro lens as well.
Oh,
So we probably didn't
nice.
need to shoot this on a macro lens, but
look at
but
it.
we did anyway.
it was fun using it. But yeah, like the like even the linen that the macarons are sitting on, like I just was like, oh, Harry, I have saved linen for once. And so we just like used some scraps of that and then kind of just kept playing around with things until we figured it out.
It's so funny. That's like that rare example of when somebody keeps something and they go, "You're never going to use that again." Well, guess what?
Boom.
That's so good. That on it. How did you
awesome.
shoot that?
How did you stack it so well?
I mean, you don't
I
have
want
to.
to
You
know
don't,
the lighting.
yeah, the light. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like
You
you don't
know
have
what?
to include this in the vlog because you've already spoken.
You
to
know
it,
what?
but
This had no lights.
This is natural.
This
light.
is window
What?
light.
Yes.
This is
Natural.
all
I love
natural from you
Yeah.
know where our bench top is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shot on the bench top. We opened the light, opened the
window
blinds wide up.
open.
I
Left
don't want
the
to show
diffusers
mine now. Like, that's so good.
and we just we filled a little bit. We had a reflector
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
bounce,
yeah.
and a bounce card.
As for stacking it, it was a little bit like janky, but in post I ended up liquefying it to make it look a little bit straighter because some of the macarons were like a bit wonky and they kind of
Literally don't know what any of that means, but they don't look like liquid at all.
Deform them a little bit.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah.
like move little bits to
And
fix it up.
we even put extra pistachios
Yes.
in there.
That
so,
makes
Pistachios were
sense.
nice.
Yeah.
so when you're eating
Nice.
them, we're like, oh, we have to do it to all of them, otherwise they'll know like why are the pistachio ones different to the. So,
And
like,
just for everyone to know, we actually went to Cat and Harry's on
2 days ago.
2 days ago,
Sunday night.
and we actually ate those macaroons.
And we had no
We had
idea
no
that it
idea
was
that it was part
They're
of their.
all gone.
There goes the evidence. And then we also had a
Yeah,
second
show
go
us the
shot.
light version. Oh no, that's so.
That's
Sweet.
cool.
And
Oh
so
my
that was.
gosh.
That's so nice.
I want a macro
I'm
lens
super
now.
It was
impressed.
Really like.
I'm super
That is
impressed with
so
just how
nice.
nice all of the
Like genuinely
pistachios
looks
are.
like it could be in a food magazine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm, Can we not show mine? Can we just go straight to Ethan?
But yeah, so that was us for the week. We really loved it.
I love
Killing it.
Looks sick.
That is
Good job, guys.
honestly so good. All right, so now it is my turn, and like I have alluded to, I feel quite deflated after that. Thanks, Cat and Herring, for setting the bar so high. At least I can limbo under it. Okay, so now it's time to look at mine. So,
Yeah.
without further ado,
Is it just the next one?
I think it is. So,
Yo, that looks so
yes.
nice.
this is my photo. So again, I went for more of
That's
a
cool.
actual ad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this concept, so I shot a version of this using something else, and I shot and edited and had it edited, and I sat there, and after I finished exporting the edit, I went, why don't I do it for this? So this business is actually one of my mate's businesses, and I do work for him, so that's why it's not copywritten, even though it is, but I'm sure he'll give me permission. But he's always looking for free
Demonetized.
advertising. Demonetized. Sponsored by Ditching the Dark. No, so he runs this business, and I do a lot of work for him, so I thought, hey, why not, this is an opportunity to do something for him, and also to embrace that the prompt of food ad. So this is an actual ad that could be displayed for his business on
That's
Instagram
cool.
or something
That's
like
awesome.
that. So yeah, just simple little
Super
flat
nice.
lay. The only thing that I wish that I had more of was a bit more colour, but when you're eating healthy food, sometimes there's not a lot of colour, except for if you got tomatoes, but this particular recipe didn't have tomatoes in it. So
Yeah.
I think it's good because all,
I
all
like
that
it.
green
That makes
pop
me
Yeah,
look
the
hungry.
green pops,
really,
yeah.
really
Yeah.
pops.
Yeah.
And I like that you've decorated it with other things around it.
Yeah.
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 yeah, so
Done well.
that's my simple little.
That's really
I love
That
it.
was
That looks very
literally
good.
shot yesterday. Not very much time because I spent all day doing other things, and so I just put that together and it turned out alright.
Well.
All right, so now
Awesome.
time to move on to Ethan and Kyla who birthed the prompt and gave it to us, wrapped in swaddling clothing.
Oh man,
so
so
here we go.
we came up with the prompt, but we struggled hard
Well,
with this one. Okay,
I
we
had
struggled
a
hard at the
vision.
start.
I had a vision,
Yeah,
and we tried to do that,
Did you
and
have to
it
do
flopped. Like hard.
completely flopped.
The worst flop
Yeah.
you've ever seen.
No,
So we
I
shot
feel
our first photo, which I don't think we actually have to show.
No, because I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
like it.
Our first photo we shot. What was it? Saturday night, and it was late, and like we'd been working and doing stuff all day, and we were just both tired. We're like, all right, let's just do this. And then it just didn't go well, and like probably hit 11 o'clock, and we were so frustrated and so tired. We're just like, we'll just leave it. Like, we'll try and do what we can with this photo. And then woke up the next morning, and Kyla was like, no, I want to retry it and do something different. And so we did something different
In 20 minutes.
in 20 minutes. It took us like no time,
And
but
I
it
was
actually
like,
turned out
you're
really
kidding
awesome.
me.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but kind of nice at the same time.
Anyway. So we
So good.
we took like, because we were like, the next day was a Sunday, we're like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And I was like, we have oranges. So I cut out the oranges.
That looks
We
so
took
good.
that photo, and then I wanted to do some stuff on my what did you call this?
Tablet?
An iPad.
Yeah.
I wanted to draw some things
The
on
light
top.
square.
The chip, the box.
So was that my light square?
Sponsored by Light Square.
But yeah, that's what we ended up with, and then we did a little mock-up for y'all.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
cool.
good.
With me too,
Good
twisted.
idea.
Yes.
Represent.
Yes, that's so
That's
good.
cool.
It's a freaking strong week from most everyone.
Yeah.
But no, a really strong week from everybody. Like, I love photo weeks because I think there's obviously, video is hard to nail like this,
Yeah.
to make something look really clean and really professional.
With 1 week.
With 1 week, yeah, correct, in 1 week. But photo-wise, you guys, there's some people in this room who would just knock it out of the park, and it's just awesome. And I can't wait to actually get to post these. So you guys will see them. You guys will see them through the week on our Instagram. So make sure you're following us on Instagram, but also make sure that you like and subscribe to this video so that we can just get more of you on board with this expedition. As you can see, we're just getting better and better and better. And yeah, we can't wait to continue to show some more things to you guys. So unless anybody else has anything else to say, I thought that's a nice little way to wrap up.
We're also getting more humble, if you haven't noticed.
We are amazing! All right, everybody. Well, we'll see you on the next leg of this expedition. This week's prompt is adventure.